Hello, my friends. Today's gonna be just me reading something that I wrote to future me. It's been 10 years since I first started telling stories and writing comics. I thought it was about time that I just did a quick reflection on where I want to be 10 years from now, considering how much I've grown in the last 10 years. The person I want to be is someone who knows themselves, knows their limits, and knows when to press them without going too far. She stays on top of her stuff so she can focus on what actually matters. Someone who does her own dishes right away. Someone who uses chapstick, perfume, and styles her hair. Someone who knows just the right amount of makeup. Someone who lives simply without wanting too much all of the time. She doesn't try to be everything to everyone, purposeful, intentional, reducing what is unnecessary, always considering the long-term effects. She slows down to stay in the moment, doesn't reject popular things just because they're popular, but has a strong individual voice, on the pulse of what's going on in the world, in love with life, live music, museums, libraries and theaters, plays, books, handwritten notes. She writes letters to her dearest friends, especially on birthdays and important days. She remembers what's going on in her friends' lives. She's intentional about her faith too. Intentionality, consistency, and flexibility. She likes studying the world, but that doesn't stop her from living in it. She travels, makes connections with strangers. She sees people, listens intently to their lives. She asks good questions. She wants to know more about her friends. She makes time for herself. She sees love as an action and lives in it daily. She intentionally removes anything that could take away from her capacity for care. Love is her labor, and she sees it as a constant work in progress. Self-discovery, development, and interest in her world is her aim. She collects knowledge but knows that wisdom requires discernment of value. Her worth isn't measured in money or success or even productive output. She's valuable on her own just by existing, and she's highly imperfect. She knows that. She has wonderful friends who invest in her life. She's got a church that she attends who pushes her to trust in something greater. She loves those people too. At 32, she's known love in many forms. She's made her mistakes, and she doesn't see them as something that hold her back, but she also doesn't sugarcoat the truth. There's kindness and honesty, kindness and clarity. She's the kind of person you know is true. She likes dabbling in new hobbies, picking up stuff she's never done before. She's a nurturing kind of person, someone you can feel safe around. And she's the same everywhere. She wants the best for other people, but never forgets that she's one too. She's worked hard to break down her past traumas and dissected what makes her her for the sake of loving other people better. She's an industrial designer with her own sense of taste. She doesn't chase trends, she invests in the enduring. She stays true to herself and prefers the organic to the constructed perfection. She tells good stories. She likes sharing herself and vulnerability with her friends and family. She doesn't try, she is. It's an outpouring when she produces something, and while she might not be a mother, it's a work of mothering things into being. She values relationships above success and loses gracefully. Her standards are high, so she works hard. She doesn't make excuses or lie to feel comfortable with her failure. She's okay with failing as long as she learns. She doesn't shame though, just encourages towards better. She wants a lot, but she knows that her desires won't reflect reality, and that's a good thing. In all that she does with her might, knowing that things done by halves are never done right. She writes to clear her mind, seeing it as a means of changing perspective, of clarifying vision before embarking on something. Writing is intermingled with her work and life. It's poetry in motion. She knows how to be nurturing, to reach out in love to those around her. She's comfortable in her own skin, comfortable to express her emotions, while knowing there's a time and a place for everything. She loves animals, plants, and her friends. She's even good with cats and babies. She's got enough love to share, and it's harder for her not to. She's creative and kind, thinking both large and small. She doesn't build boxes for herself or others, just trellises to climb through. She knows that balance is also being comfortable with moments of imbalance. She appreciates the multiplicity of being human, the multifaceted sides we all have. She chooses to see good, making more of it where it's lacking. She doesn't wait for life to happen to her, she's happening to it. But she knows that to go far, you cannot go alone. In courageous vulnerability, she shares her hard sides with those she knows she can trust. Someone who knows how to let go and move forward. Life is for living, songs for hearing, words for reading, and countless dreams for building. And she's there, living fully. In a word, vibrant.